Begley Jr. is an Emmy-nominated actor who has appeared in more than 300, I'll say it again, 300 films and television shows. Think about that. You probably remember him from his time as Dr. Victor Ehrlich on the hit TV series Saint Elsewhere, yes. Now he's back on the small screen in the comedy Future Man, which follows a young man named Josh who works as a janitor and is wondering if he's meant for something more. Ed plays Gabe Futterman, Josh's father, who may be a little too supportive of his son. Take a look.
You can do anything you set your mind to. We've always told you that.
Yeah, you have, but it's not true. I mean, considering that I have a job and I still live at home with my parents, and I didn't set my mind to that.
Okay, I'm gonna be the bigger man here and not tell you how much that emotionally winded me.
Dad, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
And I instantly forgive you. That's how family works. And there's nothing weird about living in your childhood home. This is my childhood home and I live here. This is a Futterman house. I was conceived right upstairs in the same room where I sleep with your mother, the same room you were conceived in.
Gross, Dad.
Yes. Please welcome Ed Begley Jr. Hi.
Thank you, Megyn.
It's so funny. I love, so this is by Josh Rogan, right? It's a little Seth Rogen.
Right.
Little crude, little vulgar, but hysterical.
Hysterically funny. I did Pineapple Express with Evan Goldberg and Seth and love those guys, so I get to work with them again, this wonderful show, Future Man.
It's a nice combination because those guys are hysterical and you are a comedic actor. I mean, you do.
You're very
Of course,
kind.
who doesn't love Best in Show, Remember Ed, the Christopher Guest movies, among many others.
Thank you.
So how has this one been? Because it's a little off color. It's on Hulu. They can take some more liberties with the dialogue.
They can do a lot. You can do anything. You can show or do anything, apparently. The Chris Guest movies, it's not scripted. There's an outline that Chris writes, you know, with Jim Pittick, and that's, you know, just the basic structure of the show. But all the lines you kind of come up with on the spot. This is very specifically scripted. Future Man is, and very funny. Great dialogue.
Yeah, it is. It's snappy. You have to watch a little bit like this.
Yeah,
oh
some of it is.
Another joke about the nether region.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It
is funny.
One of the things that happened while shooting this series is Glenne Headly.
My dear friend for decades. Glenne Headly and I were friends for many years, and we got to play husband and wife in this. And sadly, she passed away near the end of the first season. What a loss.
Right.
She was a great actress. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, you've seen her in a million things.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Mr. Holland's Opus, what a great movie. She's always
incredible.
Great. We miss her still.
So is that handled on the show, or how is that addressed?
They didn't deal with in the first season. I don't know what they're going to do in the second season. They've been picked up for a second season.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see what they do, what surprises they have in store for all of us then.
Well, I mean, it's always a testament to a TV show if you can get over a loss like that, because that's a personal and professional loss for everyone on board. She died in June of a pulmonary embolism, you may remember. And one of the things I admire about you is not only are you obviously a very successful actor, you've been everywhere, and your dad was an actor and taught you how.
Great actor.
Academy Award winning, right?
He did for Sweet Bird of Youth with Paul Newman. Sweet Bird of Youth, Geraldine Page and Paul Newman won an Oscar for that, and he was in 12 Angry Men, a million other great films. What a great actor.
Did he show you the ropes?
He did. He had me run lines with him, and that was kind of an unofficial acting lesson. I'm convinced, though, Megyn, if he had been a plumber, I'd be fitting pipe now. I just wanted to do what he did. I loved him so much.
So in all your spare time, between all these films and all these TV series that you've been in, you're probably the most green person on the planet. Do you think that's fair to say?
There's greener people than me living in Topanga in a yurt. You know, I'm not the greenest guy around, but I live a pretty green lifestyle. I do my best.
So your house, I mean, when you built your house, it was turned into a TV series, like a reality series, so people could see what you did. 10,000 natural water tank?
That's in the new house. The original house I had was a two-bedroom house like the one I grew up in, and that I lived in for 26 years. But my wife wanted more closet space. That's how it started.
Yes. She is green, too, but she is one of us, ladies. She is one of us.
It's called mission creep. Solely this make more closet space became a whole new thing. But the truth is my energy bills are lower in this new house because modern technology can do so much. It's amazing what you can do building a house from the ground up today. My old house was 1936, so you couldn't do everything with that.
So his wife said that he never would ride on a plane and almost never would ride in a car. Was it with 7 years you wouldn't get into a car, something like that?
I wouldn't ride in a gasoline car. Now, if I have to get in a hybrid or something, I will. I'll take. Occasionally, I have to fly. When I do, I buy a TerraPass to offset the CO2 from that. But I don't fly often. I fly rarely.
Do you bike everywhere?
I ride my bike, I take my electric car around town, and I have 9 kilowatts of solar on the roof of the house, so that's enough to run the house.
Did you bike here?
I did not. I walked over here.
Now, how about your wife? Is she as green as you are?
No, she is not.
So how does that work?
Well, it was bait and switch, I'll be honest with you. When we were dating, it was like, honey, I made a tofu loaf, and we'll take the bus to the environmental rally. The minute that the ring went on the finger, da-da-da-da, I want a steak and a limo ride. And don't bother waiting up for me. The girls and I are going to Chippendales.
Like I said, one of us. And it's great to see you.
Great to see you,
Good luck
Megyn.
with Future Man. It's been fun to watch it. And don't forget, Future Man is streaming on Hulu now. Like this. And you'll enjoy it.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.